Hi friends, welcome back. My name is Jessica if you're new, and before I get started with this video, I invite you to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. So for today's video, I want to share things that I've learned as a first-time mom, and these are things that I just don't want to forget for any future babies that God decides to bless me with whenever that happens. This newborn stage, we can be so consumed in it that we literally, it's like a blur. Sometimes I feel that those first 2 months or 3 were a complete blur in my head because you're without sleep, you don't eat, you're tired, you're exhausted, you're a mom, it's tough. So these are just things that I don't want to forget. The first thing is newborns sleep. These little babies sleep regardless of noise, regardless of surrounding, regardless of whatever is going on. All they do is sleep. So don't stress about having your house completely quiet and silent when they're sleeping. We said we're never gonna do this, we're gonna be vacuuming and cleaning and watching TV, listening to music when she's sleeping. I don't know how it happened. We are completely quiet whenever Mia sleeps. And now, 8 months later, all she needs when she's sleeping is quiet and white noise. So if she doesn't have white noise, or if the house isn't completely silent, she won't sleep. I don't necessarily believe that you can spoil newborns, but I do believe that they're super smart and they do understand these things. If all you get them used to is hearing silence, then a couple months later, that's all they're gonna need when they sleep, silence. So sometimes if an outside noise or upstairs neighbors, anything that happens, she'll wake up while she's sleeping. Just let them sleep and don't stress. Don't be quiet. Talk, watch TV, listen to music. Jessica, listen to music. So the second thing is, don't be scared of leaving your house with a newborn. Guys, I was terrified of leaving my house with Mia. Don't ask me why. I think about it now and I'm like, all I was scared of was her crying in the car. What's the worst thing that could happen? I don't know. Pull over, nurse her, put her back in her car seat. Don't stay in your house because you're paranoid or scared or full of fear to step out of the house. That's exactly what I went through with Mia the first 3 months. I strictly went out if my fridge was literally empty. I don't know, for her appointments, for anything that I just had to step out of the house. If not, I would never leave my house. And it's bad. That's bad, because if you want to stay in your house because you're happy and you're good and you're fine leaving or staying, and you rather stay, that's perfect. My thoughts were, oh my gosh, what if she starts crying in the mall and everybody starts looking at me? What if I can't get her to stop crying because, I don't know, she's gassy or colicky? Or a million thoughts popped into my head when I just pictured us leaving the house. That literally kept me from leaving the house ever for the first 3 months, and that leads to a lot of negative things like postpartum depression, baby blues, which I got, and I'll link the video below to explain sort of that part for you guys. You're your baby's favorite person in the whole world, and as long as she's with you or he's with you, they'll be fine, which actually leads to point number 3: get out of your house. Get out of your house. Even now, 8 months later, we're fine. I'm not scared of leaving with her anymore. But sometimes we're so consumed in the house, cleaning, baby, toys, nursery, diapers, clothes, laundry, dinner. We're so consumed with this bubble, this life, that we forget there's outside people, there's friends, there's things you can do, there's parks you can walk, and you need that outside sort of interaction in order to stay human. If I'm 3-4 days that I haven't left my house, I start feeling all these weird things. I feel anxious and I feel sort of depressed for a little bit, and I feel sad and I don't even know. So I've made it sort of a habit to leave my house at least 4 or 5 times a week. If I have to stay home one day, I'm not freaking out about it, but I'll make the effort of, I have to go buy groceries, or I have to go get Mia this, or I have to go walk in the park, or I'm gonna go to the mall. I've just made it a habit to do that because it just keeps me human. I have to put on jeans and a shirt and makeup and at least a lipstick to get out of the house. So it just makes me feel better. I'm just at a better state of mind, if that makes any sense. Mia is completely fine. Once we put her in the car seat, she'll pass out the whole car ride, like she's fine. Why? Because we've made it a habit of leaving the house with her that now she's used to it and she doesn't freak out whenever she's in the car. And the last point I don't want to forget is just follow your mommy gut, if that makes sense. I had all these wonderful plans for Mia as a first-time mom of what our life was going to be in my head, and none of that worked out. Literally zero. Everything that we've gone through with her, everything that we've done, we've learned, we've understood now that we have to read her cues, and every baby is going to need something different, a different bedtime, a different routine, different nursing schedules. Do what works for you, do what works for your baby, for your family. Happy wife, happy mom, happy life. That's it. Guys, the newborn stage flies by. I thought I was never gonna eat a hot meal ever again. I thought I was never gonna sleep ever in my life again. It's a blur and it's a bubble that you think you're never gonna get out of, and it's tough. Guys, it's tough. I know it is. But it goes by so fast, and now my daughter is pulling up on the crib and standing and sitting and wants to talk and eating. They're growing and they grow so fast. Enjoy those little baby cuddles, and yes, they're gonna cry, and some days are gonna be harder than others, and some days you're gonna feel like, my God, you can't take it, you can't handle it, you feel like you're failing at it, but it'll get better. Just hang in there, do the best that you can. Don't stress about things that are out of your control. If your baby's not sleeping in the crib, don't put her in the crib. Put her wherever she's gonna sleep. And that's it. These are things that honestly probably I was told before I had Mia, but sometimes you just have to live it to understand it. So if you're expecting, if you're a first-time mom, if you're new at mommy, guess what? You'll probably make all these same mistakes, but you'll learn as well. So just take it day by day. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe at the bottom. My Instagram, if you want to follow me, is _Jessica Gomez XO. I would love to have you there. I'm just so thankful and grateful for all of you and for all the support I've received. So thank you all once again. Also, comment down below things that you've learned as a first-time mom or things that you would do differently for future babies. I would love to hear them all. See you next time.